something interesting is happening with Blender physics. For years, if you needed a serious simulation, you had to go to Houdini, Maya, Marvelous Designer, just anything but Blender. But in 2026, a lot is happening all at once. We are getting a new native cloth solver, a major Cinema 4D VFX tool was rebuilt from scratch for Blender, and we have research-grade tools like the ones you see on 2-minute papers, but they are actually available in Blender. What a time to be alive! So I want to walk you through everything because I think 2026 will be the year of Blender physics. Let's start with the biggest one because it is free and it is built in. Blender 5.2, which is already in beta, introduces a brand new physics system based on geometry nodes, and it uses the XPBD solver, which is the same technology used in Houdini. This is a real shift. Instead of the old cloth and hair, there is now a simulation framework where the solver is built inside geometry nodes, which means that the possibilities to extend it are endless. But if you want to keep it simple, just drop the cloth dynamics modifier onto any mesh, and you can easily control the cloth behavior, pinning, and even tearing, which works out of the box. Hair works the same way. The new empty hair modifier sets up everything for you automatically. To be clear, these features are brand new and they may need some time to mature. But what we get in 5.2 is pretty cool already. Physics that are node-based, extensible, and modern. This is the foundation upon which amazing things will be built. And while Blender is building its own solver, several outside engines came out of nowhere. The first one was quite surprising. Zozo is Japan's biggest fashion company, and they casually open sourced their cloth simulator and also released an official Blender add-on for it. It is built on an actual peer-reviewed paper from SIGGRAPH Asia 2024. It uses finite element approach, which guarantees something that Blender's native sim never could, that geometry will never intersect itself and the cloth never stretches past a limit that you set. So in other words, fabric behaves like fabric. It can handle not just cloth but also soft solids, ropes, and supposedly it has been stress tested with 180 million contact points. In other words, it is very robust. The license is Apache 2, which means it is free even for commercial use. Two gotchas you need to know about: the solver needs an NVIDIA GPU, and also when you run it locally, it may be slow, although basic tests tend to run at interactive speeds. For faster speeds and to bypass hardware incompatibility, it is possible to run the solver on a remote GPU. Next, HiPhyEngine. This one is a paid add-on, but there is a free trial. It is a fully coupled solver, which means that cloth, hair, soft body, and rigid bodies all interact in one simulation. It is built by a former simulation developer at Disney Animation, and it uses the same finite element technology as the Zozo Solver with the same intersection-free guarantees. No more praying that your cloth simulation won't explode. I personally bought this add-on, and after testing it, the one big caveat is that it is very slow. But if you need the precision that it offers, it may still be worth it. It's important to add that it also ships with an MPM solver, which can simulate things like snow and sand. This is something that has been notoriously difficult in Blender until now. Then there is VeeDynamics. This one is all about elastic or soft bodies, rubbery, squishy stuff, and it is very fast. It is based on a brand new method called Vertex Block Descent, or VBD, which is faster and more stable than XPBD. It can simulate thousands of elastic objects at interactive rates. The classic demo, which you may have seen, is hundreds of rubber balls with thin tentacles being squished together. I tested it and it really works and it's really fast. It is sold as a perpetual license and it's cheap, around $24, but again there are some caveats. It is Windows only and you need an NVIDIA GPU. Another project I've been following with great interest is TangraFX. It is still in closed development, but it promises to be a multi-physics solver in which rigid and soft bodies, cloth, particles, and grains all interact. An official release is planned for 2026. Another product that caught my eye is Tensor Cloth. At this time, I'm not sure if it's a whole new solver or if it makes clever use of existing Blender tools, but either way, it improves the interaction between rigid bodies and cloth. With the default Blender physics, cloth and rigid objects just kind of collide. But with Tensor Cloth, the soft and rigid bodies actually interact. They push and pull on each other the way that they're supposed to. The author calls it bidirectional physics. Now, if you've ever envied Cinema 4D artists for their X particles, pay attention because Insydium NeXuS has been rebuilt from the ground up for Blender. And they are clear that it's not just some lazy port, it's a full rewrite and it's GPU accelerated. We are talking about particles and fluids like fire, smoke, and grains all running in real time in the viewport. It's in beta right now and you can get it for free for a limited time until the official release. When it releases, it's going to be a perpetual license product, not a subscription. Finally, we are getting studio level VFX tools working natively in Blender. I think that's a big deal. A tool that doesn't get as much attention but is still very cool is Phenix. It is another GPU accelerated particle system built right into Blender, and version 5 was a complete rewrite. The entire simulation now runs on any GPU on Windows, Linux, and Mac. There is a lot more that deserves to be mentioned. Flip Fluids has been around for a while, and it is the one tool you need if you want realistic water simulation in Blender. I've used it professionally with great success. We have add-ons that speed up cloth creation like Simply Cloth and Divine Cut, plus add-ons for cloth tearing like Simply Tear, and also cloth effects, which recently became free. If you go to addons.cgdive.com, where I organize Blender tools, and enter the physics category, you will find a lot of the tools that we talked about in this video and more. And I think by now you start to see what's happening. Blender physics isn't just catching up anymore. We're getting genuinely interesting tools that other packages aren't. Which of these are you most excited to try? Or is there a tool I missed that should have been in this video? Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and see you in another video.